Good afternoon, everyone. You're tuning into the Health and Wellness Hour right here on the People Station with your favorite gerontologist, Dr. Macie Smith, where we're keeping you connected to the most current and up-to-date information. Today, we are talking vegan diets, vegan lifestyle, or whatever you want to call it. We are talking that today with our guest, Keith Terrell.
Right.
So now, Keith, you are not only a TV and film director and producer, you have worked with Jay-Z, right? But you're also the executive producer and the host of Young, Black, and Vegan with over 7 million views and more than 125,000 subscribers. Tell our listeners, how in the world did you make that pivot or that transition from TV and film to, a podcast reaching so many people about vegan food?
Yeah. So it wasn't that much of a pivot really because it's a like a video show. So I just took like my experience working on different shows and created this idea. And basically it was a void in the market. No one was really, from what I saw, promoting this. But it's one of the fastest growing industries in America is like the vegan industry. And so the more so the reason why I did it was because of health reasons. Long story short, my best friend Dominique was in a hospital at the time when I was kind of like conceiving the idea, and I told him about the idea, and he passed away before like I could actually like edit it and
Oh,
show him
wow.
the episode. And so it's something that I do like really in honor of him and in remembrance of him because it's super important that we take care of our vessels because we only get this one.
That's right. So you started talking about, alluded to in terms of the vegan market. Um, how long have you been vegan?
I've been vegan for about 8 years now. I think I lost count, but it's been about 8 years.
Because now it's a lifestyle for you now, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So, um, I'll say that you can't even walk 5 steps in a grocery store without seeing some reference to vegan
Hmm.
eating, vegan foods, vegan lifestyle, vegan. Is it a fad?
Is it a fad? Well, no, it's not a fad because it's not going to go away. It's definitely a market that a lot of people are going to tap into because they see like the viability in like making money from it. And so
That's true.
you will have a lot of people who are not actually vegan selling vegan products.
Mm.
And there are some things that are touted as vegan, but they're not actually vegan. So you still have to do your due diligence and look at ingredients. So, yeah, I don't think it's a fad though. I think it's definitely something that's going to continue to grow. One, because of just like food sources, like the soil here is not good. They're already pumping so much into food that people consume that's non-vegan, and a lot of people are really tapping into like that other part of life because they want the quality of life. So I think a lot of people are exploring, especially a younger generation, are looking for more options that are healthier than what we probably grew up on.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And you stated basically that all vegan products are not created equal because we know that a vegan lifestyle is a healthier lifestyle. And as you stated, people want a healthier lifestyle and can make the decision to do that. When we come back from break, I want to delve a little deeper into vegan products not being all equal. We'll be right back. It's the People Station. Welcome back. You're tuning into the Health and Wellness Hour, and we're sitting here talking with Keith Terrell, aka Terrell, about veganism. I don't even know if that's a word, but I want to say veganism and how we do know as a community that eating, less meat, especially less red meat, that it's a healthier option. But we are inundated with vegan. What should we look for when determining whether or not this product is 100% vegan, if that is a thing? What should we be looking for to ensure that what we are consuming is, in fact, vegan?
I think the main thing, a lot of products on the labels now, they'll have a section that's in bold print that'll let you know what's in there. So you're just looking for something that doesn't have like milk or dairy. You want to try to stay away from the food dyes, and then obviously any other animal products. So those are the main three things that I'm looking for. And then I also personally, if it's a ton of ingredients, then I'm probably not gonna
That you
rock
can't
with it.
pronounce.
Yeah, yeah. If I can't pronounce them for sure, but if it's just like a lot, then I'm gonna try to go with something that is closer to like a whole food product, and that's honestly something you want to look for when you're like switching over or you're looking at a vegan diet or lifestyle. Is try to get foods that are closer to the source, and so you want to eat more live foods than anything.
You said live foods. What do you mean by that?
Your vegetables, your fruits, your plants, like things that are living. Well, I'm sure somebody will argue like, well, they're dead now, but you get what I'm saying.
Well, I totally get what you're saying. I had someone share with me one time. It was such a clever saying, and it was, "Oh my gosh, you want to eat plants, not things that are made in a plant." And I was like,
Mm,
something
right,
that makes you go, hmm,
right,
right?
right.
I remember when we were younger. You're a lot younger than me. However, I'm sure you may have experienced
I
that
would say.
this. But just remember, we had to drink, well, it was highly recommended that we drank whole milk.
Hmm.
Whole milk, you got to be sure you get your vitamin D, you got to be sure you get your calcium. But I remember, Keith, when I had my daughter, and I was so surprised because I had her at an older age, the doctor said to me, do not give her whole milk. You want to stay away from whole milk. You definitely want to make sure she has the calcium. But she told me to give her either 1% or non fat milk. And I could use like the milk substitutes too, as such as almond and oat milk. But why do you think that whole thing shifted in the medical arena? Not that you're giving medical advice, but based on your experience, your research, and you're living a vegan lifestyle.
Why did it shift to where like you would get some information like that now?
Yeah, like don't drink whole milk.
Well, I think there are a lot of studies that are out now that doctors can look at, and from my understanding, when you're going through the curriculum to become a doctor, there's not really a lot of time spent on nutrition. So
That's
perhaps like you ran into a doctor that is a little more aware of what's going on. But I mean, I don't know if it's like a global shift that has happened, because there are a lot of people who still believe the same things and consume the same things, but milk is like one of the worst things you could put in your body, in my opinion.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Well, when we come back from break, Keith, I want to talk about the benefits of a vegan diet and the implication, negative or positive, it has on our overall health. We'll be right back. It's the People Station. Welcome back to the People Station. You're tuning in the Health and Wellness Hour. We're here chatting with our good friend now, Keith Terrell, about a vegan lifestyle. So, Keith, before we went to break, I wanted to talk with you about the benefits of living a healthier lifestyle through a vegan diet. I think we all know the benefits of not consuming as much meat, especially red meat, as we used to. But what positive implications or negative, because some people worry about not getting enough protein, which is
Right.
valid. What changes have you seen in terms of your own health, or even close friends, by making that switch?
So it's more preventative than anything. As far as like friends and people I know, there are people like I've actually never dated someone that was vegan, but I've dated women who like adopted a vegan diet while we were dating.
Veganish. No,
Yeah, vegan and so they saw some improvements in some different health areas when they went vegan, but then when they went back to eating the same things, like it came back. So I think paying attention to how things affect you is important. As far as me, it's been more preventative than anything. So it's the things I noticed that don't happen, like don't get sick, skin is clear,
mm,
definitely benefits in the relationship area. You know what I mean? So it's
I heard that.
yeah, yeah.
I
So
heard it.
it's good. It's definitely been good. Energy, stamina, all those things are amazing. Clarity of mind and thoughts. So I think it's all connected to the mind, how your body functions, and we can definitely go into the details of what's in the belly and the stomach and all of that. But overall, I would just think like good quality of life is the biggest benefit.
Yeah, and just based on the work that I do with seniors around Alzheimer's and dementia, we do know now that what we put in our bodies and what we eat has a direct impact or implication on overall cognitive health. We know that it has an impact on blood pressure. A lot of individuals in the Black community, they are dealing with hypertension. Hypertension
Hmm.
brings on diabetes. It could be kidney failure, different types of chronic illnesses that could possibly be, to your point, prevented with diet and lifestyle changes. We're not telling everybody out there to go vegan, but we're just saying, consider that. What would your advice be to someone who says, I don't know nothing about that stuff? I don't want to change my diet. I know I need to eat healthier, but I don't know what that stuff is. What would be your advice?
Google, YouTube.
Google.
Yeah, watch my show, Young Black and Vegan. But no, honestly, it's if you we only get this one computer. So if you don't take care of it, nobody else is going to take care of it. And you don't want to wait until like something just stops functioning correctly and then try because you might not get that function back. So it's more so really paying attention to your temple, your body, how things affect you, and do your research. So if you don't know anything, you can literally type any question into Google, and I'm pretty sure somebody in the world has asked that question, and you can find. But we don't a lot of times, unfortunately, put in the work to take care of the most important thing that we have, which is ourselves.
That's exactly right. That's how our listeners and our viewers, how they can stay connected with you.
So I'm on social media, YouTube, Young Black and Vegan. That's the show page. I also have my personal page. I am Keith Terrell, and so you can reach out to me on any of those platforms.
Well, we look forward to having you back again so that way we can delve a little deeper into that, that gut health, which is a whole other conversation we can have. So we look forward to having you back here at the People Station. We want to thank our sponsor for the show today, the Orangeburg Senior Helping Center. To learn more about how they can help you, 803-268-5301. If you want to become involved with the show, the Health and Wellness Hour, 803-997-2372. It's the People Station. See you next
It's the
week.
People Station.